All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here. I just wanted to make a quick daily update and let you guys know what's happening with this price action here. So on Friday morning, Bitcoin, we had that double low that happened, and it was pretty early Friday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, my time. And we made this double low with this flash crash wick from December 5th on Coinbase. Now, we do know that Bybit went a little bit lower than this, but Coinbase looks like this 90K-ish level. They're protecting pretty well, the big guys. So we had the flash crash wick. We had a really big bounce from there, and then we continued trading in the channel. When we hit the top of the channel, we had weekly bearish divergences and daily bearish divergences. And I was cautioning for a correction to come, and we saw the correction. We finally saw us lose this channel. We came back down. We hit that double bottom. And this is the important development that's been happening over the past couple days. I didn't make an update yesterday because it was pretty low volume. Nothing much was happening. But we did, if we zoom back into the 15-minute chart, you can see on low volume, after we lost the channel and hit the flash crash low double bottom here, we came back up for a bearish backtest of the channel. We rejected, came back up for a second time, took an SFP of this local high, which is a liquidity grab, an internal liquidity grab on a daily chart. Like day traders type stuff, had another crash down, and we held the VWAP though, and then we came up a third time. This time we started to form a mini bull flag. You can see this is like the flag, this is the that's the pole, this is the flag, and then we broke that bull flag to the upside and we hit the target of the bull flag. So if you do something like this here, you take that and we bring that to the top here, you can see that we hit it pretty much right on. And once we hit the target of that bull flag, we started correcting, and then we lost the channel again. Now, we lost the channel. We were seeing some bearish signs. I believe we had bearish CVD absorption there. Not absorption because the OI was going down, but bearish CVD divs. And when we came back up to the back test of the VWAP on the daily chart, as well as the back test of the channel, I actually shorted this exact candle right here. And we are starting to continue downwards. This morning we made a little bit of a pump, but we couldn't break it. We first of all, we front ran this golden pocket, and so this golden pocket pull is actually a really important golden pocket. Let me zoom out to the 1 hour, because if Bitcoin is going to be making a higher low, this is the zone we want to be looking. So if we do the 786, the JC pocket is what I call it, Jason Casper pocket. It's from this low here to this high that we made yesterday. The retrace here is the golden pocket. You can see we're at it now and we're trying to hold it. So this zone of support that we're in right now, if Bitcoin is going to make a higher low, this is the level that needs to hold. If this level doesn't hold, we probably are going to come down and take the liquidity of the double lows at 92. And then also we might even come down to that 90.6 swing failure pattern, key swing failure pattern, which I am still more leaning to the side that we are going to come down to those lows and take those lows, especially because we did reject this on the daily level. So if I go to the daily chart here, you guys can see that we tried to get back within the channel here. We held the channel. So what happened that was important on Friday and gave us some signs of hope is we had this big wick down, and we double bottomed on the flash crash lows of December 5th, but we were able to close the channel pretty much right inside the channel. And that was a fairly bullish sign. But then very shortly afterwards, we lost it. And now we're confirming, we're printing our first daily candle below the channel. So if we close today's candle below this channel, we could expect us to come down to flush out the liquidity at 90.6K, or at least at the 92K flash crash lows, and then the low we made on Friday. Another level, this, of course, this 85K is the start of the liquidity of this ascending channel. We oftentimes, when we see ascending channel break, we do come down to the bottom of the channel to take the liquidity at the very beginning of it, stop out all the traders that have been trading since November 12th or 11th, and then we make our move back up. So I'm going to zoom back in here. I want to show you guys a few things that I'm following now. So I'm on the 24-minute chart, and one of the things, we are starting to see a little bit of a bounce here. I did my TP1. So when I shorted here yesterday, my TP1 was at 94. I put 94,750. And so I hit TP1 on my short. I will protect my position, move my stop to break even, and then we'll go from there, see what happens. But if we take this high that we made yesterday and we bring it down to the next lower high here, and then we bring it down to the first low, you can see we're trading now in this channel here. And so I'm just going to make this different color so we can see. You can see that we're trading in this channel, and we might just do over the weekend a slow grind down in this channel. You can see the 786 is aligning with the bottom of the channel. So if this golden pocket that we're at right now, that we're bouncing from right now, doesn't hold, say we come up to the midline here, we reject, and then we can continue down. The 786 is a level that I'd be interested in taking a scalp from, and I would only take that scalp if I'm at my computer and if I'm watching, which I probably won't be, with it being kind of holiday season and everything. So we'll see from there. So this ascending channel, something I'm following at the current moment here. Now, another thing I want to show you guys, if we go onto the Binance chart, because I had this channel could be pulled a number of ways. I'm going to zoom out to the 4-hour chart. So I showed you guys that I was pulling this channel from this high here, the first major high after the parabolic move, to the second higher high, and then I pulled it down to this low here just based off of experience. But we did see this flash crash on December 5th, which it was different. Coinbase didn't go near as far as Bybit or Binance. So if we go to Binance's chart and we pull that channel, instead of from this level here, we go to the bottom of the flash crash lows. You can see that yesterday we did get that wick below it, but we were, if I zoom back in onto, let's go onto like a 15-minute chart, and let's zoom into this channel here. You can see that it was actually holding a little bit. You know, we wicked below it here, and then we were holding it all day yesterday. But even today, we came back. We're losing the channel. We came back up to the VWAP. We rejected from the VWAP, so now we're dumping more. And the other important thing that I was watching is that just that fixed range volume pull. So if we go on the hourly chart, the reason why we bounced there is if you do a fixed range volume pull from this second high, the second key high here, to that low, you can see it's the value area low of this range. And get that there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it was the value area low of the range, and you can see we're starting to lose the value area low. Let me clean some of this up. I'm going to get rid of this golden pocket now, and I'm going to get rid of this channel now. So we did come down to this value area low. We bounced, and I do believe the value area low was even a little bit nicer. Yeah, so you can see on Bybit's chart. Now, this is that intermediate range pull that I showed you guys. This intermediate range pull is also a key pull that I'm watching. So, come on. All right, so if we do this range pull here, we're at the value area low now. So if this golden pocket and this value area low doesn't hold, then most likely we are going to come take the lows at 92K, if not the 90.6K lows. So we're just going to be watching to see if this holds. If we do close a 4-hourly candle below this value area low and below the golden pocket, my suspicion is that we do come down to take the 90.6K lows. We'll just be watching for that. If we do bounce here, now you can see I have pulled in. Let me get rid of this range now, and I can show you guys that we had actually pulled a horizontal channel, and I'm going to show you this horizontal channel I just pulled based off of this high here and this low. So yes, it is only 2 pivots, but oftentimes in weekends, especially on low volume holiday weekends, we can start to form some horizontal price action after a dump. So I had pulled that ascending channel, or that parallel channel there, and we were trading. We rejected from the midline, which was also the POC I showed you guys earlier. And now we're coming down. So if we come down to the bottom again, this time if we SFP the 92K lows that are double lows on Coinbase, we could see a rotation back up to the top of the channel again, of this horizontal range channel. Now, if we do that, if you look at this golden pocket pull, let me zoom out onto the 2-hour chart here. If we take a fib pull here, and we're going to do a fib pull from the 108 highs all the way down to the 92 crash here, you can see the golden pocket is in alignment with the top of this channel, literally perfect. So if we do see 102.2 now, 102.2 to 102.7 is going to be a key resistance. We also have the liquidity resting there from this internal high here. So we have a swing failure pattern. We could do a swing failure into the golden pocket, and then we could see another move down. Now, one of the things we could do is we could pull this range again here from the end of the parabolic price action. You can see the value area high is a little bit below it, but it's pretty much right in alignment with this. So we could see a wick up into the golden pocket, into the top of the channel, get the SFP, close an hourly or 4 hourly candle below the value area high. If we do that, we will probably continue to range down. So something like here, maybe we move, we hold this, we could break above the POC, back test the POC, come up to here, hit here, and then close the 4 hour candle within the range and then continue down. That's something that I'm going to be watching if we hold this. Now, I still suspect that we might not hold this and we might continue down from where we're at now, just based off of the reaction. We don't really see any bullish divs here locally. Let's see, actually, let's zoom in onto the 6-minute chart. We did see some divs here. You can see lower lows on the price action, higher lows on the momentum indicator. So we're seeing some. If we come back up to the VWAP again and we reject from the VWAP, then this next time we'll probably come back down to hit the 786 in the bottom of the channel, the other blue channel that I showed you, that lower time frame channel. Now coming back to Bybit's chart, or actually I'm going to go, yeah, this is the Bybit chart. Okay, so coming back to Bybit chart here, you can see this bigger channel here with the flash crash lows. We're even starting to lose this channel here. So if we lose this and we close the daily below about 97-ish, then I suspect we will come down lower, take the liquidity down there at that 90.6K levels. Also, something that's very important is on this total market cap chart. This is the total crypto market cap. I was telling you guys about this midline of the pitchfork, which has been really key. We didn't close a daily below it until, if we do today, we're starting to lose it again. You can see here on the daily, we did see that wick down below, but it was holding a support the last 3 days. Now we're starting to lose it again. And if we lose this and we close the daily below this pitchfork midline, then we might see a bigger flush to the downside. And this key level area here that I'm looking at is, 2.8 to, 2.7 trillion here is a level to be watching. If Bitcoin flushes down to 87K or 89K, that's a level we could be looking for. So let's go back to the Bitcoin chart here. If we do a larger range pull, the largest range pull from, let me get rid of that. From the start of the channel here, you can see that value area low here is pretty much right above the swing failure pattern of 90.6. So I still think, and we front ran it here on this low on Friday morning. So I do think it's possible, especially if we close today's daily candle red, we could work our way down over the Christmas holiday break, swing failure, the 90.6K, close the daily at or above the value area low, and then maybe we could work our way up. And in that case, like if we are gonna just project that out, we could do a fib pull from the low and say we go down to like 90,300-ish. You can see the golden pocket is in alignment with the value area high of the range. So in that case, because we made a lower low, we go with the trend. The upwards trend is starting to break. We are starting to confirm a downtrend on the daily chart. We could look for a higher low at the golden pocket, or lower high, excuse me, at the golden pocket, and then we might even write it down to 85K or 87K. Now we're playing level to level. So as traders, we map out the scenarios both bullishly and bearishly, and we just watch what price action does. We don't really try to predict stuff. We can predict it, but we don't base our trading off of it. We just base our trading off of our setups that we have analyzed through technical analysis. So that's something that I'm going to be watching for on Bitcoin. Just a short update. Right now, what we're seeing right now is actually a really, really important retest of what is going on. So let me clean up this chart here. Zoom out onto the 1 hour chart. So this descending channel that we're in right now is pretty important. And this fib pull from this low here to yesterday's high, if we do hold this golden pocket, that is a sign of strength. We can even look. All right, we can even look here. If we go from this high to the low that we just made, you can see the golden pocket 786 retest is another bearish back test of the channel. So if we do hold this, you could be looking for a scalp trade, a day trade scalp to take profit up here at the 786, and then we could continue down. That's something I'll be watching for. I'm not going to be at the charts all day. I'm just going to kind of be checking in on it periodically throughout the day. So we'll see how this goes. I hope this helps you guys, and let me know if you have any questions.